Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. It's Lake TV story time with Will and friends. And it's Sunday. Hopefully, you guys got an opportunity to see your online church stream this morning, enjoying your day at home with your family. And a special guest today with story time with Will and friends is my man, the director of hotel and marketing for Old Kinderhook in Camdenton, my man, Jasen Jones. Jasen, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? A beautiful day here in Lake of the Ozarks, here at Old Kinderhook today. And you can see a little bit of the bright blue skies behind me. We're open and just doing the best we can out here.
Absolutely. And it's different times for everybody. This is unprecedented, never seen like this. But one of the many silver linings, or glass kind of half full, if you will, is the fact that we get to live at Lake of the Ozarks through this, where you can still boat, you can still fish, you can hike with distance. And Friday, last Friday night, we had that awesome event on the strip that you held. That went really great. And things like that, if we can social distance and take seriously, there's still things at the lake you can get out and do.
Absolutely. I had my first round of golf yesterday as well. So, the golf course is in great shape. And, we're like you. We want to keep the unity in our community here. And we have a very strong, tight-knit community here. And we're going to continue moving on. And we're going to get past this. And I have no doubts that our community is going to be stronger because of this.
Yeah, absolutely. We live in the greatest place on the face of the earth. I continue to believe that and say that here at Lake of the Ozarks. Many great things going on through this storm, Jasen. And both of us being believers, this is the time you got to pray, you got to band together and be positive. And so many here locally are doing that, and that's very encouraging and part of the reason we're getting through this. And on Story Time with Will and Friends, this is a way to keep things, fun, keep things positive, and it's been going really well. And I understand you got a pretty great book today with a little bit of background. So without further ado, a very good friend of mine, huge community advocate. He's involved in the Central Missouri Food Bank. You're the director, correct, for the Central Missouri Food Bank. Tell us about that real quick.
Yeah, I chair the the Feeding Lake of the Ozarks. We partner with the Food Bank for Northeast and Central Missouri and Columbia, Missouri. They represent 32 counties. We have the only food bank council here within those 32 counties. So we're making a difference here. And I want to give a big shout out to Lodge of the Four Seasons. Friday, they donated a lot of cold produce, from dairy to fruit to vegetables, and we donated that over to Share the Harvest on Friday. So our community here is we're coming together without wasted food. We're helping those in need. And, if you are in Lake of the Ozarks, you or someone that's needing help with food, visit one of our food pantries here in Lake of the Ozarks, Camden, Miller, and Morgan counties. And you can see all the information on our website at feedinglakeoftheozarks.org.
That, also the chamber president with the Camdenton Chamber of Commerce, Jasen. You've done a lot, and of course, top of that is running Old Kinderhook. So you're there today. It's beautiful behind you. I can see the golf course a little bit. I can see the resort, and of course, I can see that blue sky. So without further ado, my man Jasen Jones on Story Time with Will and Friends.
Well, good afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Jasen Jones here at Old Kinderhook, and I have the pleasure today of reading the first book I bought my beautiful second daughter, Tallulah Jones. Whenever she was born, we picked the name Tallulah, and that was from her mother-in-law that lived in Alabama, and her favorite actor growing up was Tallulah Bankhead. So today I have the pleasure of reading you the first book I bought for my beautiful rainbow baby, Tallulah Jane Jones. And the name of the book is Tallulah. And this book was written by Tori Spelling. A lot of you guys know her off 90210. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and read you the story. It has a beautiful message. I hope you guys love it. Hope you guys share it. And continue to spread kindness throughout the world. So let's get started here. Presenting Tallulah by Tori Spelling. Tallulah was not supposed to get dirty or talk loudly or make a mess. You're not that kind of girl, everybody said. Tallulah was not allowed to wear jeans to school or keep her hair down the way she wanted or wear the sneakers that all the other kids wore. You're not like the other kids, said her mother. Tallulah was not allowed to bring a sandwich for lunch or carry a backpack or walk to school. Tallulah, you have everything a little girl could ever want. And that's what makes you different, said her father. Tallulah didn't want to be different. At school, Tallulah wanted to build a clay mountain where tiny people could live, or draw a purple moose, jumping through a circus hoop, or crawl into a pretend rocket ship and fly to outer space. You'll get dirty. You'll ruin your dress. You don't fit in, said her classmates. When lunchtime came, one of the boys in the cafeteria spilled his milk on purpose. A girl dumped her potato chips on someone's head. But when Tallulah started to throw her smoked salmon sushi roll, the teacher stopped her. I'm surprised at you. Girls like you don't throw food, said the teacher. Outside on the playgrounds, things got worse. You can't climb trees with us. You can't dig for treasure with us. Look at your big sash. You don't look like a fancy gift-wrapped box. No one wants to play with a box. Why not? Don't you guys like presents? Tallulah turned to see who was talking. It was the new boy in school, Max. Thank you for sticking up for me, Tallulah said. I know what it's like to feel a little bit different, Max stopped in the middle of his sentence. There was a commotion around the fish pond. They ran over to see what was going on. Tallulah saw a tiny, wet puppy floating on a log. It looked stuck and scared. We have to help it, said Tallulah. We can't go in there. The fish pond is disgusting, said one of the kids. It's an ugly puppy anyway, said another. It looks like a rat, someone said. All the kids ran over except Tallulah and Max. I don't think it can swim, said Max. Neither can I, said Tallulah. Then she had an idea. She reached to her sash and pulled, and the big, hideous bow came undone. Tallulah threw one end of the sash as hard as she could. It landed right next to the puppy. The puppy grabbed the ribbon in its teeth. Tallulah pulled. Her hair got messed up. And pulled. Her dressy shoes got soaking wet. And pulled. Mud splashed on her fancy dress. You're a big mess, said Max, but he was smiling. That's the kind of girl I really am, said Tallulah. And she pulled that puppy right onto the dry land. Tallulah dried her puppy off and named her Mimi and brought her home. At home, nobody was happy to see the little pug puppy. Dogs are dirty, said her mother. Dogs smell bad, said her father. Dogs are messy, said the housekeeper. Tallulah took a deep breath. She had something to say. She waited until everyone was looking at her. At home, everybody tells me I can't do things because of who I am. At school, everybody tells me I can't play with them because of who I am. But this is who I really am. I like to wear jeans and build clay mountains and rescue dogs, even if they're funny looking. So please, can I keep her? Can I keep Mimi? And so the puppy stayed. Mimi was dirty, but Tallulah cleaned up after her. Mimi was stinky, but Tallulah always bathed her. And sometimes Tallulah got dirty and stinky and messy herself. And sometimes everybody needed an extra bath. They may have been a little bit different, but Tallulah and Max and Mimi were happy just the way they were. And that, my folks, is what kindness is all about. It doesn't matter who you are. It's about being kind. And right now in our nation, our community, regardless if we disagree or agree, we have to come together in unity and be one together. That's how we're going to get through this, and that's how we're going to be stronger moving forward. So be who you are. Be the best who you are. Take this time right now to really find yourself and spread kindness like wildfire. Thank you, Will, so much for allowing me the opportunity to talk to you about Tallulah and the message that it brings to us here in our nation as we see it today.
Yeah, a couple of things, Jason. Great positive message. That's one thing I know about you. You're always going to bring your best positive message. And got to tell you, man, keep it up. All things you're involved in, the trajectory are just on the way up. Keep encouraging. All right, now, Jason, another thing I want to ask is about some of the services you guys are still offering and some of the changes at Old Kinderhook for those of our community that want to get out, maybe play around at golf or looking at coming down for the weekend. What can you tell them?
Thanks, Will. Here at Oak Kinderhook, the safety of our guests and employees is ultimately our biggest priority right now here at Oak Kinderhook. As you see, we're not really promoting anything at this time. We're disinfecting, we're cleaning, we're following all the CDC recommendations along with our local health department until we get back on track here. But our hotel is open. We are renting some rooms right now. We have golfers on the golf course. We're following all the CDC recommendations, advising our staff to wash hands frequently. We're disinfecting throughout the hotel, from carpets to furniture to countertops to all your high-touch areas, as well as the golf course. Every golf cart is being sanitized after every use. We pulled the rakes from the sand traps. We're leaving the flags in. So, man, we're doing everything we possibly can here to continue to operate business as normal, which we know is we're not in a normal situation right now. This is unprecedented for the hotel industry, which is taking one of the biggest hits in our economy right now. We're losing over $1 billion a week right now in lodging, and it's being affected across the nation. So we're hoping this is short term. In the meantime, we're just staying safe. We're advising our guests upon arrival what we're doing. We have the information on our website as well at oakkinderhook.com to give folks a sense of peace of mind when they come here of what to expect. Our trophy room and our Hook Cafe is currently open for curbside and carry out only, taking all of our precautionary measures there. So, that's kind of what we're doing here, guys. Like a lot of other folks out there, we're just disinfecting, cleaning, and trying to maintain a positive attitude because we know this is going to be short-lived, and we'll be back to normal hopefully very soon.
Awesome. And as things change, because they are changing regularly, I know you guys update your Facebook page regularly as well, so go check them out there. Jason, my man, thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to seeing you soon. That's been Jason Jones with Old Kinderhook in Camdenton. He was our friend today on Story Time with Will and Friends. Jason, appreciate it, man. And real quick before we go, got to give a shout out to Steve Thompson and his crew over at Bridal Cave. Although closed right now, still paying their entire full-time staff right now. So we tip our cap to you, Steve Thompson, and your staff over there at Bridal Cave. For our guest today, my man Jason Jones, go check him out on Facebook. Until next time, I'm William Holtz. This has been Story Time with Will and Friends. I'll see you tomorrow at 3.